Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. Holy fucking shit, man. Summoner Circle right there with Chaos Vector. Let's call these motherfuckers up right the fuck now and see what the fuck is going on in their world, man.
Not defecation.
There he is.
There he is. He has pupils now.
What is going on, my motherfuckers, man? Summoner Circle, you guys are live right now on the Zach Moonshine Show, dude. What the fuck is going on?
What's up, man? What's up? How's it going?
Dude, we just got done blasting Chaos Vector, man. That shit is so fucking badass. I can't wait to fucking hear it live, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Hell yeah. You are very much welcome, man. So tell us, man, what the fuck is going on in your world, dude? What are you guys doing?
Just, opening portals to hell.
We're studying the definition of devastation, so when we get there, it'll be devastating, and then we'll know what to do.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that is definitely the big question that's on the fucking board right now. Everybody in this town is wondering why. Why do we call it devastation?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's
because we plotting, apparently.
Yep.
It's gonna be devastating. Hell yeah. Fuck, man. That's what we do, man. We devastate, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Got to, man. Got to. So what kind of portals are you guys planning on opening, man?
I was just saying probably one that's spacious with lots of room for activities,
And what kind of activities are going to be happening inside this portal?
Don't you want to know?
I think a nice dodgeball game would be fun.
We even considered the possibility of, a cakewalk.
Right.
They get there, it's up in a portal, they're all scared, and it's like, nah, man, it's cakewalk, man. It's cakewalk.
Yeah, we got somebody who making cake, so.
It's going to be blood. There's going to be blood.
There will be lots of blood. We can promise that.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Like, what kind of, I know you guys, you one thing that happens at a lot of your shows is that you have a sacrifice. Can you tell us about that, man? Because I know there's a lot of people that are out there wondering right now.
I'll let Josh take that one. Or, excuse me, Blind take that one. We'll go with band names, I guess.
Oh, yeah, there will absolutely be a human sacrifice. 100%.
Yeah. We do that every show. So,
right, Absalon, you're just going to keep cracking open cold ones here while we're doing an interview? Come on, man. Let's be professional here.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good, dude. I'm cracking one right now, man. So we got the sacrifice, man. There's going to be blood, and so yeah, these people that are worried, they've got nothing to worry about. I mean, it's just, it's going to be a fucking black metal band that's going to get up there on the stage. You guys are going to do a sacrifice. You're going to open a portal. What else?
Allegedly.
Yeah, we also play with a bloody fetus as well. So
yeah, I saw the picture of that. Actually, I used that as the event flyer for this show because I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, man.
You know what though? We've been scratching around ideas and to bring hopefully something a little extra special for this event. So that's as far as I could go into that. But we shall see. I know we've been throwing ideas back and forth across the table to. We'll make it count at every performance, but we want to kind of try to bring something a little extra for the devastate, make it more devastating.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of eyes on this one for sure, man. I mean, there already is, but I can only imagine on the day of when it actually happens, it's going to be something to behold. What is you guys' take on all this satanic panic fucking shit? Like, what the fuck, man? What happened?
We have been laughing hysterically the entire time.
I think it's great. You know, they didn't realize it at first, but they're really helping promote the festival and giving the bands even more exposure. So I want them to keep it up. There's no such thing as bad press, right? So, protesters would be great. I think that'd be awesome. We were thinking about calling up Westboro Baptist and seeing if they wanted to come.
Oh, fuck.
I think if they, if a lot of the people that are up in arms over this festival, I think if they came in and met some of us. Obviously, I don't know everybody on the bands, but I'm sure I speak for a lot of people. Like, they would see, actually how easygoing a lot of us are and how welcoming we are, regardless of, race, religion, anything like that. And we all see where I guess they get the stereotypes from, with the imagery and all that kind of stuff. But I think they'd find out different. Just like I told the pastor, I was like, if you were to come to this festival, I'd offer you something to drink and sit and, have a chat, grab some food or whatever, something like that, And I don't think he was hearing that, but that's cool, There's
God damn it, Absalom, quit ruining their persecution fantasy.
That's right.
I just think, I think they need to realize that, we're all humans. We're having a good time. It's entertainment, and we've gotten away with killing people on stage this long, so we'll keep on.
Yeah, I was watching Gore yesterday live on the live stream from Vakken, and I was thinking about you guys, like what you do too, like watching that, and it was cracking me up, because I know, and you guys know, and we all know, but for a lot of people out there that for some of those people that don't know, like, it's so fucking horrifying to them, man. They just can't even comprehend it.
Yeah.
It's like they don't look past like the surface level. They don't like read into any of the metaphorical stuff or anything. It's just pure horror. Like, oh, portal to hell. What is happening?
They do read though, man. Like I was very shocked about the band that they first took target at, Casket Robbery, man. Like,
right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've known those guys forever, man, and I've never thought of them as the satanic one, the dark one. Like they look to me, they've always come off to me as just horror fanatics. They love those fucking horror movies. Right. They love talking about that in their songs, and that's their thing. But the fact that they targeted that one first, and me and Raven both were talking about it, and we were laughing because I was just like, oh, wait till they see fucking Summoner's Circle, They don't even know, man. And soon enough, they definitely figured it out, and then you guys were in the target line next.
Yeah, when I first saw them targeting Casket Robbery, I thought, oh, that's sad. They're such sweet people.
I know.
But at the same time, in the back of my head, it was like that scene from the Goonies when they handed Chunk the map and just start counting 5, 4, 3, 2. They're going to find us.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But it's great. It's cool to be back on something with them too. We played with them a long time ago in St. Louis, and they're awesome. So we're definitely excited to be targeted with them as well, So.
we met them. I guess it was back in 2019. I think it was, wasn't it, or 2018? God, it's been forever.
Yeah,
I think it was actually 20. Was it 20? No, it was 2018.
Yeah, 2018, and we were like instant friends. It's just we're all just kind of nerdy, horror fanatics and gaming fanatics, and it was so it's really going to be cool to play with them again.
Man, and you know, speaking of that, like it seems like a lot of the bands on the bill are all friends and know each other and have had some sort of interaction at one point or another too. You know, like I've been seeing that a lot, and it's just that's really cool. Like we didn't really plan that. I don't think, you know, it just sort of happened that way, but it's really cool, man. It's gonna be like a big party, like a big.
It's a big family reunion.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually played a show with Eyes of the Living on our Bodum tour. They opened one of the shows. I think it was in where was that?
Reading, Pennsylvania.
Reading, Pennsylvania. So we know those guys, and then Grave Huffer. We've known them for a while. Never met them. We were actually supposed to do we had a tour run scheduled with them. It wasn't a big one, maybe 4 shows or something like that, and then COVID hit and it canceled.
I know, so, man. I was gonna go to that show that you guys had with them, and then the whole fucking pandemic thing came in the way and just destroyed everything. But I'm so
so it's gonna be great to finally meet them. You know,
hell yeah, it's gonna be great to see all you guys together in the same place and see you on the stage doing your thing, man. I cannot wait.
We're super excited, and we're just like when I found out you guys were doing this, I was so happy for y'all. It's we've known you guys a while, and I just thought this is going to be amazing. And we definitely wanted to get in on the ground floor of this and help any way that we could.
Hell yeah!
And it's like obviously going to play on the fest and everything is exciting as hell. I'm also, and I'm sure I speak for the other guys too, excited to see after going through the lineup for the fest. Like you got Arkansas band coming up, Sleuthfoot, and just all the other bands that I haven't seen. I've got to hear them like on Bandcamp and stuff like that. Checking the ones out I haven't heard. So it's going to be cool throughout the day to see all these performances. I'm super stoked about that. So
yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's a stellar lineup. Yeah, and Eyes of the Living, they're actually going to be on the show next week, so I'm looking forward to talking to them again, man. Fucking, they're cool dudes too.
Nice.
But it is funny, the whole panic thing, and then the press getting in on it, and all the media and stuff, all the attention, and then after that, I mean, it was already going good, but that just like shot a fucking steroid into it, man. I mean, it definitely pushed it to another level, and all the vendors and sponsors and stuff that have been coming out of the woodwork and coming together to support this thing has just blown my fucking mind, man. Like, there's so many people from the local communities too that are coming together, and we've noticed a lot since it started that a lot of these people are mingling with each other, and they're getting to know each other, and they're starting to network. So it's like building this big thing, and it's a beautiful fucking thing to just
that's
watch.
Fucking great.
Yeah, man.
So it's so good. It's really, really good.
Hell yeah. So as far as you guys, man, like what's going on? You got this you've got new music and stuff that you're working on, I know, but you can't I don't think, I mean, where are you at with that? What can you announce about that? Anything? Or is it?
Well, we can certainly announce we've got songs written and we've got some recorded. We're planning on entering the studio again in November to start recording the next record. So we got that coming out. And then we got this little European tour with Atheist that starts in September.
In 28 days.
Yeah, in 28 days. This will be our first time crossing the pond to play in Europe, and we get to play a lot of Eastern European countries, Hungary and Bulgaria and Serbia and Romania. So, in addition to, I think, Austria, Switzerland, Spain. No. Yeah,
not Spain.
Italy.
No, Spain, Italy. Yeah.
Italy.
So it's going to be awesome. I mean, I think we got 11 shows. Something like that. It's not the longest run, but man, it's our first time there and we're excited. to take our music over there and play for people we've never played for before.
Man, that is super exciting. And you say little tour, but that is not little, man. That is fucking huge, dude. Like, what the fuck,
no.
Man? You know,
trust me. I know. I was doing the understating thing, you know.
That is bad fucking ass, man. Well deserved too, man. Super congrats on that. You guys really, man, like we've been watching you for a long time and just always been rooting for you, and to see it going to this level, I don't know, man. I only hope for better things and bigger things, and I can't see why it wouldn't happen. You know, like something's got to give, man.
People have been telling us for years we need to get over to Europe, that we do really well there. As a matter, a lot of people actually think we're a European band because we have more of that sound, I think, than an American metal band. So people say. So, it'll be interesting to see the reaction of everyone there. We feel real good about it. We feel good about the countries we're playing. We think we'll go over very well there. And we're just grateful for the opportunity. So we're going to take it and we're going to make the most of it. And then when we get back, of course, we've got the Metal Devastation Fest, and that's going to kick off some a string of shows for us as well, a little U.S. tour, which we can't really talk too much about yet. But there's some cool stuff with some cool bands we're going to be playing with there too.
Oh, don't forget, the week after we get back from Europe, we have a little show that we're doing in our hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing alongside Batushka.
Nice.
Yeah, which if you asked me even like 6 months ago if Batushka would ever come to Knoxville, Tennessee, I'd have been like, oh hell no, But it's amazing that they're coming and we get a chance to play with them, and that entire lineup is fire, and so that's going to be great. I'm just going to be geeking out the entire night, I think.
That is really cool, and that's another thing, like part of this whole thing with us doing this festival is I've noticed for many years that a lot of my favorite bands, especially the more extreme ones, they don't come to Tennessee a lot, like it's always Atlanta or somewhere else, and it's like, fuck, man, like what gives, what's the deal? Because I know there's a lot of metalheads here that like this kind of music, and I mean, obviously you guys are from this state, and I mean, but yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on? And I think after doing this and going through kind of some of the hurdles that we went through, just finding a venue that would be open to having a metal festival, and then seeing the backlash that happens, like maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what's going on. Like maybe, I'm not saying it's the promoters, but maybe it's the venues that are just not really, a lot of them don't really want to even deal with that kind of backlash because for whatever reasons. But hopefully this opens the gates and that'll all change. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. It's we're in the Bible Belt. We've always we've always done a little better outside the Bible Belt when we've played. I'll be honest, but I think things seem to be changing. I don't know if it was COVID and people are just geeked to see live music and ready to go do that kind of stuff again. But yeah, Knoxville's been getting some great shows, and I know there's some local promoters that are busting their asses and doing really, really good things. And so, thanks to all of them. And, the scene here in Knoxville right now is about as tight, unity wise as it's ever been, since I started playing around Knoxville in 2009. I don't think I can remember a time when the bands were getting along as well as we all are and supporting one another. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know a lot of people trip out whenever I'm talking to them about you guys, and they're like, "What? They're from Tennessee?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, dude, hell yeah." It is definitely, it's different from what you would expect, but at the same time, as I've been getting into this further, I've been finding there's actually a lot of really talented, really cool, and really extreme fucking metal bands from around here. It's not just like what you would think, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty trippy.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's a lot of talent around here, especially just great musicians, and you know, it's always fun to play shows with the guys here around Knoxville. You know, I don't think we ever want for, you know, playing with a talented band. There's plenty of them out there, and so we're grateful to be a part of that and be able to jam with these guys. And now even happier to be able to take our stuff out there and, you know, over to Europe and, you know, throughout the US. So, you know, we'll see how all that goes. You know, hopefully we'll end up, you know, we've shopping our new material, and hopefully we'll end up with a decent record deal out of it, and we'll just see how all that goes, you know, taking it one step at a time.
Hell yeah. And I was also going to add, like speaking of West Tennessee, as far as this area, like whenever we were contemplating doing this and thinking about putting it together and thinking, you know, like how many people would actually show up and like be interested in it, you know, one of the things that kept going through my mind was the fact that we do have local rock, like hard rock metal stations, you know, and I say that loosely because I'm talking about like FM radio, but like,
sure, yeah,
I say that loosely because, you know, like they play Disturbed and Five Finger Death Punch and stuff like that and Ghost, but they do play Megadeth every now and then, and you know, they play some heavier stuff. But for sure, if that's the, you know, like if there's FM radio in this area, that means there's a crowd, there's listeners, because they wouldn't exist without that, you know, like they make their money from ads and all that stuff, you know, like they wouldn't even exist if there wasn't some sort of audience, and there for sure is, man. And you know, my thoughts the whole time was these people want to hear something heavier. They deserve to see and hear something heavier and more extreme than what the mainstream is feeding to them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just like the local radio station here. They keep saying, you know, like extremely new music, and it's like you're playing the same Creed album from the early 2000s, and I swear I heard some Metallica and, you know, some older shit in there too. I was like, you're calling this new music, but I'm not hearing anything new out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely, I know that it's different, but at the same time, it's not that big of a stretch to go from that to some of this stuff that we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, it really is.
No, it's not.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's cool. You know, there's a little bit of bounce from the Stranger Things stuff, getting, you know, a lot of new fans of Metallica out there. You know, I think that's great. I'm not going to gatekeep any of that stuff. I think it's awesome, and you know, it's about time that metal gets its due, you know, for a little bit. And I think the more people that can, you know, if they like Metallica, they're going to start going out there and looking for other stuff and discover bands like us and you know, bands like you guys play on your station. And you know, I think it's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I've always said the same thing. You know, like more power to it, you know, like whatever it takes to bring more people in and get them open to hear this kind of stuff, man. That, you know, that how can that hurt? You know, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't understand why anybody would be scared of that or want to gatekeep that or anything. You know, I don't get it.
Yeah, because for me, listening, like getting into heavy music, you know, years ago, it's like a gateway thing. You're like, oh, this is so damn heavy, and then you want something heavier. You know what I mean? And then it goes on and on. You know, might start out with you know, like 80s rock and roll, and then go to something like Metallica, you know, or Testament, and then you're going to stuff like, you know, Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, you know, Death, stuff like that. That's how it's been for me anyway. I feel like it's like that for a lot of people. It's a gateway thing. You're like, you know, Master of Puppets. It's such a fucking great landmark album, and and you kind of go from that level of heavy. You start searching. If you really love music, I feel like, then you start digging. You're like, oh man, there's more stuff around that's even heavier. You start finding that stuff, man, and it just ruins you in the best way. Or that's how it was for me, anyway.
Me too, man. Me too. I remember back in the '80s watching MTV and stuff like that, and watching the countdown video thing that they had on Fridays.
Yeah.
I remember, and I was into all that stuff, Motley Crue and Cinderella and all that shit that they were playing. I loved it. But the one day when they played that Metallica video for One, that's what fucking, like, that took me to a whole new level. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's just, it blew my mind, but immediately it opened up those gears, and it got me to want to search out and seek out the heavier stuff that I was hearing about, that maybe wasn't right there in the front, but it was in the back. You had to dig a little bit deeper. You had to go look at like Metal Maniacs magazine instead of Metal Edge, but you could find it, and it was there. And then man, just start going to the record store. Yeah,
Zach, you're like, I know you were playing some Limp Bizkit earlier tonight, and was actually I was into that shit when it came out, man. I was all about it because Korn was the gateway to Limp Bizkit for me, but Korn was the gateway to a lot of stuff. And what's interesting, what they did with their whole sound, it basically redefined metal for the next 10 to 15 years, and they're still doing what they do, but they really opened this whole other doorway that really got people into metal, younger kids into metal, and it's just like discovering other bands because you go, oh man, here's this one song I like, and then you go start listening to the library, and then you start listening to other bands that are like that, so it's really cool. It's really cool to see how you discover new music that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like when I listen to that stuff, that takes me back to the late '90s when I moved down here to Tennessee from Arizona. When I came down here, it was like all my friends, my cousins and stuff that I was hanging out with, they were all into rap music and stuff like that, and I was the only metalhead. But then, when they started finding out about Korn and Limp Bizkit and stuff like that, it started driving, like, all of a sudden I wasn't riding around smoking weed with a bunch of dudes fucking listening to rap music anymore. We were listening to this heavier stuff that had guitar riffs in it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man. This is, it's not deicide, but hey, at least
right.
But yeah, man, I like that stuff too, man. I like it all.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
All right, so what's coming up next for you guys? I know you got the tours coming up, and then you've got a new album at some point. I guess you're gonna announce that.
We shot a video recently for a new song, so that's on the table there. It's not quite done yet, but we're getting there. But the video itself is shot.
Yeah, you've heard the song, Zach, so you know which one we're talking about.
Which song?
Irreverence.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when's that?
So
do you guys have a date on that yet, or is it still?
We don't. It's going to be dependent upon we're shopping it right now, so it's going to be dependent on that, and what if any labels are interested in, and then a release schedule. But we'll have everything ready, which is a good thing.
Hell yeah.
It was a lot of fun, not only doing the video but actually like recording the song, getting it ready, and we've played it live a few times, so it's been really cool to kind of start getting that new music out there, and then again on the back end of it, we're doing a video and kind of getting ready for the next, like what the next album's going to be, and that whole vibe of the next, I guess the next circle of Summoner Circle, or however you put it. I don't know.
Yeah, we will be playing the new tune at the festival, so you got that to look forward to.
Yeah, I've heard the new song, man, and it's fucking insane, man. It's so good, dude.
Thank you. And we also recently shot a live in studio performance that will be coming out pretty soon, and that will be probably a matter of within a month or so. But it's was it 4 songs? Yeah.
Yep.
4 songs. Songs people have heard before, but it's just a live performance in Promotion Studios here in Knoxville, working with Promotion LLC on that. And so that'll be sort of a chance for people to, hear how we sound live for those people that haven't seen us. So, we saw the, I guess the preliminary screening of it, and we're really happy with the way it turned out. So we got that coming too, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, man. Any more book readings are you guys going to be doing, man? That shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
Well, that all depends on if people hold up their end of the bargain and get the views up on our videos, because that's the challenge I made to them. I already have the other 2 books ready to go. I just, people need to hold up their end.
So yeah, come watch our videos, get those views up, and then Blind will be forced to, air quote, read another children's book, which is always entertaining.
It's okay. They come in Braille.
Yeah. Put that shit on blast. Tell your grandma about it. Let's get that shit going. Make that motherfucker read a book.
Yep.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, I set up a challenge to get the views up on the Chaos Vector music video. They did it in less than a week. In fact, I think it was just like 2 or 3 days. And the challenge was, if they get the views up, I would read a children's book on camera. So I ended up reading Go the Fuck to Sleep on camera.
That was my favorite part of it, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
And I ended up issuing a second challenge to get the views up on our other videos, and I would read the follow-up books, Yes, You Have to Fucking Eat. And then the third book, Fuck, now there's 2 of you?
Well, what was funny is we were talking with our management, about this. And it was like, hey, we did a little thing. We think it's kind of funny. And our management was just like, we don't even know what the fuck to do with this. How the hell do we promote this? What is this? This is just bizarre. And we're like, yeah, that's who we are. So it's out there. If anybody wants to, go just go to our YouTube channel, and you'll find it. And it's pretty fucking funny.
I guess we need to tell that to those fuckers in Lexington that are trying to shut it down, that don't want it to be all ages, and be like, hey man, they fucking read children's books, Go the fuck to sleep.
Let me serenade your little crotch goblins to sleep at night.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, I'm about out of questions for you guys. Is there anything else you want to let the people know, man?
Let's see. We've got a couple of shows coming up before we leave for Europe. So if you're in Tennessee or in the surrounding area, we are playing October the 13th in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Open Chord. And we will be headlining the first night of Bare Bones Music Fest, which is in Dandridge, Tennessee. It's an outdoor event with camping and all that kind of stuff. So you have a chance to catch us there as well. The very next day we leave for Europe. So, if you're around these parts and would like to see us, we'd love to see you there. And shoot, listen to the bands that are coming to the Metal Devastation Music Fest, because they're amazing. Support these guys. And, we want to see y'all there. So you don't want to miss the portal to hell that all these bands open up together with our combined energies. It's going to be pretty rad.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Well, before I let you guys go, can I get you to make us another station tag?
Of course.
Absolutely.
All right. Whenever you're ready, say something like "This is Summoner's Circle," and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Blind, you take it.
All righty.
This is Summoner's Circle, and you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
I'd do that again. That sounded weird.
It is.
That was pretty
Yeah, hey.
badass, but go ahead, man. Do another one. If
Oh
you
my god, I think I need a lozenge.
Don't sound like a bitch. Make that shit count.
All right. If you really want me to do it again, I will.
This is Summoner Circle, and you are listening to Fuck You, Absalon.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect.
All right, man. Well, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play some more Summoner's Circle for these motherfuckers so they can go fucking
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
All right.
Awesome, man.
All right, man.
Hey, Zach,
Yeah,
we appreciate you guys a whole hell of a lot, brother.
man.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Man, we appreciate you guys, man. Fucking hell yeah. Can't wait. All right, we'll talk to you later, man.
All right. You guys
Have a
take
good
care.
night, bud.
See ya.
Cheers. There you have it, folks. Summoner's Circle live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your fucking windows. Put them in your front lawns. Put them in your neighbor's driveway. If you're living in the basement, duct tape your speakers to the fucking ceiling. If you're in the attic, put your speakers facing the floor. If you're in the back of a fucking Uber car, pull your fucking earbuds out and crank your fucking cell phone. Do whatever you gotta do. Make everybody around you feel completely uncomfortable. And let them know you are a fucking metal devastator, motherfucker. Crank this fucking shit up. This is Summoner's Circle with Of Black Horizons.